I don't really have a lot to say, but just stay strong. If you're out there building something, if you're out there trying to live your dream, like, just keep going, keep pushing. You know, the odds are never going to change in your favor, but that's okay. That's okay. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's your reality. And as hard as it is to say, like, you're not the only one in it. And I think if you tell yourself that and you accept your reality, you can do something about it. You can find other people fighting the same odds that you are, and that's how you kind of cut it down a little bit, at least. But the reality is, like, you can only do so much. I mean, we've talked about it many times. Like, you can only get so far from where you started, but that's okay. That doesn't mean you can't have success. That doesn't mean you can't have happiness. That doesn't mean you can't find love. That doesn't mean you can't find all the things you want to do and live your dreams. But at the end of the day, you just have to keep pushing. You have to keep going. Otherwise, you for sure will never get to where you want to go. Because as hard as it is to keep going every single day and keep grinding and keep pushing, it's even harder to just quit. And it's even harder to just stop and to just relax and just be cool and just, like, be happy with being mediocre and, like, settling and, like, just being happy with being in the room. Like, if you want to do more than that, like, you just have to keep going. Like, there's no other choice. Otherwise, all the sacrifice and the hurt that you've made thus far is all just no, because you quit. And so whatever you're doing, whatever you're building, whatever you're creating, wherever you're trying to get, you just have to keep going. And outside of that, as Kenny said, RIP to the legend of Granddad. Honestly, man, the Boondocks really...
Legendary father.
The Boondocks is one of those shows that, you know, really taught me a lot about culture, really taught me a lot about people of all races. Just the way they took black culture and anime culture and, like, just mainstream culture, and were able to blend it in a half-hour, 23-minute experience on Adult Swim every week is immaculate. And I don't know if they'll ever be able to do it again, but I know Granddad was a large part of that, a third of it, well, really half of it. So RIP to Pops. And then, as Kenny mentioned, Friday, but the list goes on, and I think LZ said it. It's like
Hollywood Shuffle.
It's one of those situations where it's like, okay, like, he has a certain kind of comedy where it's like, okay, like, maybe he's not the most comedic genius or the most, like, the funniest dude you've ever heard, but, like, you always hear his voice. You always place his voice. Like, you hear it in your head. It stays there forever. And when you hear it, like, you know it's black. Like, you know it's, like, black. Like, you know it's, like, real, authentic, like, black. When he's going through that... When he's going through that skit about Craig going through the refrigerator and eating his chicken and the gravy that he puts the biscuits in, like, you know that. Like that's like, if you're black or you've been around black culture, like, you know what that is. Like, you've been in that experience. You know somebody's old pops or old uncle or old cousin who moves and acts like that. Like, and so the way he was able to bring that into the mainstream and not make it seem corny or, like, unauthentic or, like, poking fun of it was amazing. And the same thing with Granddad. It's like, it's essentially this old dude who becomes a gentrifier and just has to deal with all of that.
Whoa.
I mean, not a gentrifier, but he moves up. He moves up. He moves up to a new neighborhood.
Sir, did he just say a gentrifier?
Okay. I mean, he moves up.
The nerd community, the black nerd community, would like to revoke your membership.
All right, that's fine. I'll take that. So what's the proper word for saying he moved up? It's not yuppie.
He just retired in the community
No, he moved up. Yeah. That was the whole thing. He took the kids out of the hood and moved them into a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, a safer environment, so to speak.
So what does that mean that?
He got a chance to see how the other half lived. He didn't gentrify anything.
So the opposite of gentrification. Assimilation?
No. It's just you're putting labels on something that doesn't need a label. He just moved up to a better socioeconomic status a little bit.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure there's a term for that. I'm pretty sure we could Google it and there's a term for it.
There probably is, but
And it's probably the opposite of gentrifier.
what's the opposite of a gentrifier?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. You don't know.
It doesn't
Yeah, we all know. We all know. We don't know. You're not on. You're not on. No, you're not on.
Yeah, so
But yeah, man. Other than that, touchdowns and tangents. We're way over. Sorry.
but it's a Halloween episode. So
Happy Halloween, everyone. Be safe. Stay away from them fucking clowns.
Keep holding. Don't dress up like
stay away
Michael
from
Myers.
the purge people.
Purge people.
Stay away from white dudes.
People who want to dress up like Purge, I hope you get hit by a fucking car because you're
check
assholes.
out patch.com. I know it's late. Halloween's basically over, but go to patch.com. They do they do maps of where registered sex offenders live in their like super hyper local neighborhoods.
It's too late now. It's already 10:30 and people are finished trick or
But
treat.
still, the maps are still there. All right, so you want to know where your sex offenders
when
are.
we would trick or treat and like go straight to the mall? I used to get like 4 pounds of candy.
I used to
never
go
did
straight
that.
to the white people
my
with
aunt
did that.
pillowcases.
My aunt introduced me to a whole new hustle. She was like, okay, y'all can go house to house, but this mall shit is a different level.
We ain't got time for this. Touchdowns and tangents.
Bye.
Have a good week.
Bang, bang, bang.
Listen to us on the podcast, your favorite podcast app. Kenny, you got to hit stop. What are you doing? Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember the
That's wrong
password.
here for another
I don't remember the password, fam. Wow. Happy Halloween. We got logged out.
Here go Dutch. Ain't no stopping.
I'm kidding. We love you guys.